In 1990, Konami released a game so technically perfect, but brutally precise that even today's shooters can't match its raw intensity. This is Super C, and if you've never heard of it, you're about to discover why that's gaming's greatest tragedy. Super C hit the NES in February of 1990 as the direct sequel to Contra, one of the most punishing action games ever created. While the original became a household name, the sequel somehow slipped into obscurity. Despite doing everything better graphics, better sound, better level design, this wasn't just an improvement, it was a masterclass in sequel development. But here's the mystery. How does a game this good get forgotten? Super C wasn't just some rushed cash grab. Konami's development team spent years analyzing what made Contra work, then systematically enhanced every single element. The result? A game that Nintendo Power couldn't ignore, nominating it for Best Graphics, Best Sound, and Best Play Control in 1990. So why aren't we talking about it today? To understand Super C, you need to understand the pressure Konami faced. Contra became a phenomenon, the game everyone died to repeatedly, but the late 80s run and gun genre was exploding. Capcom had Bionic Commando, Tecmo was pushing hard with Ninja Gaiden, the competition was fierce, and gamers were getting sophisticated. Konami made a bold choice. Instead of reinventing the wheel, they'd perfect it. They analyzed every death, every frustration, every moment where Contra felt unfair. Then they rebuilt the game from scratch with surgical precision. The shooting mechanics refined to pixel-perfect accuracy. The 8-directional aiming system became so responsive that skilled players could thread bullets between enemy patterns. The weapon system completely rebalanced. The spread gun, that's the S weapon, became legendary. 5 simultaneous shots in different directions, moderate damage with incredible speed. It wasn't just powerful, it changed how you approached every encounter. But weapons were just the start. Konami introduced the barrier power-up, 10 seconds of pure invincibility that transformed you into an unstoppable force. The rapid fire upgrade transformed every weapon into a bullet storm. And the Mega Shell, one pickup, every enemy on screen evaporated. The level design received equal attention. Super C alternates between side-scrolling chaos and vertically scrolling infiltration missions. One moment you're dodging mortar fire in tropical jungles, the next you're climbing alien-infested towers where one wrong jump means you're doomed. The Tropics of Torture level, Stage 3, introduced dynamic terrain destruction. The ground literally collapses beneath you during an earthquake sequence, forcing real-time navigation decisions while under fire. And then there's the learning curve. Contra was notorious for being brutal from minute 1. Super C, it actually teaches you. The first level introduces mechanics gradually. Snipers train your reaction time, the helicopter boss tests your pattern recognition, and by stage 5, Massacre Mountain, you're facing floating platforms, kamikaze enemies, and the Crypto Crustacean, a boss so difficult that it makes the final boss look easy. Critics noticed. Nintendo Power's 1990 awards saw Super C competing against Final Fantasy, Mega Man 2, and DuckTales. It took 3rd place in play control, the highest honor for game mechanics. But here's what really matters. Super C solves problems we didn't know existed. Enemy placement isn't random, it's choreographed. Every turret, every sniper, every alien spawn point is positioned to teach you something. The game doesn't just hit you, it trains you. That's design philosophy years ahead of its time. The weapon balance alone deserves study. 4 guns, each with distinctive roles. The machine gun for enclosed spaces, the laser gun for raw damage, the flamethrower, well, avoid the flamethrower. But the spread gun? That weapon defined a generation. Players didn't just want it, they needed it. It became the benchmark every run and gun weapon system would chase for decades. That's why we're here. This isn't just another Super C walkthrough on the NES. It's an absolute masterclass. We're going to dissect every level, every boss, every secret, and every weapon interaction. You'll learn the enemy patterns, power-up locations, and strategies the developers intended. By the end, you won't just beat Super C, you'll understand why it represents the absolute peak of 8-bit action design. Alright, let's jump into it. Alright, on to stage 1, the gates of the Fort Firestorm. Welcome to your absolute nightmare. You're jumping from a helicopter directly into a war zone. Red Falcon's corrupted US Army forces are everywhere, and you've got nothing but a basic rifle. Let's fix that immediately. The moment you hit the ground, start running right. See that football-shaped carrier flying overhead? That's your first power-up. Shoot it for the machine gun. This weapon's your bread and butter until we find something better. Now keep pushing forward. Snipers are perched on those destroyed buildings. Notice how they're positioned on elevated platforms? Take them out before they get clean shots. Here comes another carrier. Grab that rapid fire power up. Now your machine gun is spitting bullets like crazy. See that crouched soldier behind sandbags? Here's a pro tip. Shoot the mega shell carrier flying overhead. Once hit, everything on the screen flies away. Problem solved. Throughout the next ramp, you've got a sniper and a dynamic rower working together. The dynamite comes in waves. First one stick at a time, then 3 simultaneously. Watch the pattern, find the gaps, and sprint through. At the top of the ramp, there's 2 more carriers. The left one's a machine gun, the right one's a spread gun. This is it. This is the weapon. Grab the spread gun and watch how it completely changes the game. 5 shots, multiple angles, and absolute destruction. Drop into this pit, pop up turrets, and another sniper. But with the spread gun, they're already toast before they finish firing. Jump out, 1 more turret, another dynamic wave, 1 last sniper, and here's your first boss.
I always love doing these NES playthroughs with commentary. It's such a fun way to relive these games while talking through the strategy.
Boss battle, the transport helicopter. This helicopter's packing 4 gun turrets, and it's going to make sweeping passes while dropping soldiers. Time to put that spread gun to work.
That's one reason why I enjoy these classic video game playthroughs. They remind you just how much design went into even the simplest moments.
Fun fact, Super Contra hit arcades in January of 1988, riding the wave of success from the original Contra. It's wild how quickly Konami capitalized on that momentum. Alright, now on to stage 2, the Fort Firestorm's Warped Mind Command Center. You've breached the outer defenses. Now it's time to infiltrate the base itself, and Konami's about to test whether you've learned anything from stage 1. The first carrier drops a machine gun. Grab it only if you've lost your weapon dying. 2 more carriers incoming, the flamethrower on the left, the spread gun on the right. You know what to do. The screen locks. See that massive tank rolling in? Here's the secret. Position yourself between the second and third turrets, then fire at the soldier operating the tank. You're in a dead zone. Bullets can't reach you, but yours hit them perfectly. Moving forward, now you're facing 2 tanks. This is where it gets spicy. You need to keep moving to avoid crossfire while focusing all the damage on 1 tank. Don't split your attention. Pick a target, destroy it, then move to the next. Now watch for soldiers dropping from above. They'll disrupt your rhythm. Through this doorway, there's guards on both sides. You'll need quick reflexes here. Take them out before they settle into firing positions. 2 carriers will then pass, with the spread gun on the left and the laser on the right. If you've still got the spread gun, keep it. If not, that laser's about to make these next gun turrets trivial. Speaking of turrets, 2 huge ones ahead, plus soldiers. See that mega shell carrier? That's your emergency button. Pop it, clear the screen, and walk through like you own the place. Out onto this bridge over the chasm. Keep firing, keep moving. Those gun turrets at the end, just walk past them. They can't depress their low angle enough to hit you. Shoot the rooftop guards, blast open the door, and prepare for your first real boss challenge. Boss battle, the Ultra Tank. This tank's got an electro bar that'll fry you, plus 3 guards, 2 red flankers, and 1 green core operator. Movement is everything here. You'll want to start off with a circle strafe pattern. Start from the left side of the screen, fire at the left red guard. When tanks close the distance, move to the top of the screen and maintain firing. If the tank follows, make sure to shoot right and continue firing. You're orbiting it. Never stop moving. The tank's electro bar tracks your position with slight delay. The priority target, the green mutant in the center. Finishing it off ends the fight the fastest. If you're overwhelmed, focus on the red guards first. They shoot more frequently. Stay at the screen edges. It maximizes your reaction time for electro bar dodging. Jump only when absolutely necessary. Jumping limits the firing angles. Alright, on to stage 3, Tropics of Torture. Now this is like it. Every 80s action flick fan. Jungle Warfare. Konami's about to teach you something, that nature itself is the enemy. Also, there's a mini-boss waiting, and it's nastier than anything you've fought yet. The pop-up turret immediately is there. Jump the shots, crouch, fire back. Welcome to the jungle. Moving forward, 2 snipers behind bushes. Fun fact, the NES version had a brand new final boss. The developers completely changed up the endgame experience for home console players. The machine gun carrier passes overhead. Now, unless you're running the default rifle, you want to ignore this one. Here's the mortar. This thing lobs bombs in high arcs, and they hurt. It'll explode eventually. The last carrier passes. It could be useful, it could be a trap. That's your call. A prone sniper, 3 tree snipers. Now we hit the ponds. Here's a game changer. Hold down when in the water. You're completely invincible. The bullets can't hit you. Bombs? Nope. Aliens? They're apparently too silly to shoot bubbles. Use this. 2 ponds ahead. Whenever things get crazy, just submerge. Past the ponds, purple soldiers jump from trees. Don't fight them, just run. Sprint to this log bridge, cross the chasm, and meet Babaloo defense mechanism. Here's something really cool. Unlike the original Contra, Super Contra ditched those pseudo 3D base infiltration segments entirely. Instead, they replaced them with top-down, vertically scrolling stages where you could move in 8 directions, basically like a mini shoot-'em-up. It's got 6 directional firing patterns, an aggressive forward movement, and it speeds up when it's damaged. This is where most players will quit, but don't be that player. You'll want to remain a rhythm pattern. Crouch and fire until it shoots twice. After the second shot, immediately jump onto the surface. Wait for its third shot. While standing on it, you're safe here. Jump off after the third shot, crouch, and resume firing. Now that Babaloo's down, the ground starts shaking. It's earthquake time. The carrier drops a barrier power-up. Grab it immediately. For the next 10 seconds, you're immortal. Use this time wisely. The ground's collapsing in chunks, and you need to keep moving. Pro tip, larger ground sections are more stable. If you see a big platform, it'll last longer before falling. Small slivers, those drop first. 2 carriers pass during the quake, the spread gun and flamethrower. Boss battle, the fortress wall. 4 defensive spheres protecting a central heart. Each sphere fires independently. They aim well, and spreading your damage is suicide. Do not, I repeat, do not split fire between spheres. This is a trap. Always pick one sphere, destroy it completely before moving on to the next. The recommended hit order: top left, top right, bottom left, and bottom right. Each sphere has tracking shots. Stay mobile in a figure 8 pattern. After the first sphere is down, you've created a safe firing angle. Continue one at a time, elimination, until all 4 are destroyed. The exposed heart has no defense, just unload everything. Alright, on to stage 4, the lair of the jungle aliens. Okay, it's vertical infiltration time. You're climbing an alien-infested tower, and Konami's about to teach you why 8-directional shooting was revolutionary. You're out of the ceiling vent immediately. It's splitting alien eggs. Stay on the left side of the screen. Shoot every egg. The vent stops. The machine gun carrier passes, moving on to the next vent. After the second vent, there's a sniper on a platform. Here's the trick. Shoot the ceiling above you. It collapses, crushes the sniper, and you don't waste bullets. Now we go vertical. Climbing up, you'll hit 2 circular turrets and Hawkmen pouring from the right door. Take out the first Hawkmen wave, then focus on both turrets. These things have tracking shots. Don't give them time to aim. There's a fork in the path coming up. The left route has a turret, the right one has 2. The math clearly isn't that hard, so go left. Routes merge, another collapsed ceiling. Shoot it, crush the Hawkman, and destroy the circular turret that survives. Now jump up to the left platforms. You'll land on a moving platform. Just ride it up. 2 carriers will pass, the machine gun on the left and the rapid fire on the right. Get that rapid fire and keep it. Now 2 circular turrets will appear. Destroy them fast because you can't dodge while on this platform. Did you know the famous Konami code from the first Contra didn't work in Super C? They added a different cheat code, 30 lives, on the Japanese Famicom, but only 10 in the American NES version. It was way less generous. 2 snipers at the top, plus Hawkmen from the door. Clear everything before jumping to the next moving platform.
Did you know the PC and Amiga versions were called Super C like the NES version, but they were actually based on the arcade game? That must have been super confusing for players at the time.
2 moving turrets now. These things track you, stay mobile, and fire constantly. 2 circular turrets follow, and then 2 more moving turrets.
Did you know the weapons could be upgraded in this game? If you grabbed the same power-up twice in a row, your gun got even more destructive. The sequel definitely gave you more firepower to work with.
Also, 2 carriers, the laser on the left, the spread gun on the right. Get the spread gun. Always get the spread gun. Kamikaze jellies are now incoming. They spawn at the top and home in on you. The trick? Kill them before they start circling. Once they begin orbiting, you're in serious trouble. The spread gun shreds them, but any weapon works if you're fast. Clear the jellies, and here's the laser chandelier.
Here's a neat detail. The power-up icons actually looked like the guns themselves this time around, not those falcon-shaped letters from the first game.
Boss battle, laser chandelier. 9 lasers firing in sequence, left to right. If you're slow, you lose a life, period. This is a DPS check. You want immediate action. When alarms sound, aim at the leftmost or rightmost laser. Work from the outside toward the center. This creates safe zones at screen edges. Each destroyed laser stops firing. You want a progressively safer fight. The recommended order is outside, inside, then center. Always save the center laser for last. With the spread gun and rapid fire, you can clear this easily in 20 to 30 seconds. Without both, you're probably losing a life, so just accept it and play aggressive. Never stand in the center screen. You're in the crossfire from all the lasers. Alright, on to Stage 5, Massacre Mountain. Floating Earth platforms, aggressive enemies, and the single hardest boss in the entire game. This is Konami's difficulty spike, and it's brutal. You're starting at the bottom of floating platforms. The first capsule has a machine gun. Jump up to get it. Pop-up turrets appear immediately. Crouch, fire, then move on. The next capsule, another turret. The capsule's got a flamethrower. Leave it unless you're desperate. Here's where things get weird. See those capsule-looking things? They're actually turrets. Position yourself slightly underneath and to the side. Fire diagonally up. The bullets will miss you. Yours hit them. A sniper's ahead. Then another fake capsule turret. After that, 2 carriers and a real capsule. Rapid fire in the capsule. Spread gun in the right carrier. Mega shell in the left. Get the spread gun. Get the rapid fire, and save the mega shell for later. The boulder section. This is pixel perfect timing. The third platform has a tricky jump. Jump up first on your current platform. A boulder drops through the gap where you would have been. Then make the actual jump. Shoot boulders if you can. Jump them if you can. A metal surface is ahead. You're dropping platform to platform now. A critical rule. Kill all the purple soldiers behind you before dropping. If you don't, you'll be trapped between them and pop-up turrets. That's a guaranteed death. Clear each level completely. Drop, repeat. Finally, you reach the Crypto Crustacean. Okay, this is the hardest boss in Super C on the NES. Harder than the Red Falcon himself. Harder than anything. 2 attack patterns, constant pressure, and if you've been following this walkthrough and you don't have the spread gun, I genuinely feel bad for you. The attack pattern 1, it's got ankle-biting skulls from the side doors, the red warning indicators. The attack pattern 2, 3 spiny homing balls from the bottom, the blue warning indicators. Your priority target? The spiny balls. They kill you the fastest. Focus here first. Jump over the skulls, only shoot them if the screen gets too crowded. Between spiny ball waves, unload on the red weak spot. With the spread gun, it's an extremely manageable fight. Alright, now on to Stage 6, Jagger Freud's Fruit of the Doomed Defense. Alien planet time. No more corrupted soldiers, you're fighting pure alien forces now, including the bizarre Fruit of the Doom plants that honestly looked like something from a nightmare. The spiders instead of soldiers keep moving until you've hit the wide open field. Now incoming 2 carriers, the machine gun and the flamethrower. Either one helps against Fruit of the Doom. These are giant mouths that erupt from the ground. Your warning sign, tiny buds appear first. See a bud? Get away from it before it blossoms into a mouth that'll swallow you whole. The strategy? Keep moving, keep firing, never stand still. The mouths track your position but have a slight delay. You want to abuse this. Past the field, one-eyed monsters start circling. Fire straight ahead. They fly straight into your bullets. Now the death field. Glowing ground, spiny balls shooting from the caves, and two carriers, the spread gun and the laser. I warn you now, this section is legitimately hard. You'll want to pick a side. I prefer the left because the mega shell is there. Stay on the chosen side. Fire at every spiny ball from that direction. Never stop moving unless you're about to walk into a ball. Skill and luck both matter here. Make it through, blow up the wall, and meet Jagger Freud himself. Did you know the Japanese arcade version had a secret second loop? That's right, after beating the final boss, the game would just restart from stage 1 at maximum difficulty with no continues available. The English version just ended. Japan always got the extra challenge. Boss battle, the Hydra alien and Jagger Freud. This is a two-phase fight. The first phase is the 8-headed Hydra with slow red orbs. The second phase is Jagger Freud with his pet worm. The second phase has an exploit so absurd you'll laugh. On phase 1, the 8 heads fire simultaneously from the center position. 2 slow-moving red spiny balls orbit the arena. On to phase 2, the Jagger Freud. Now Jagger Freud shoots through his teeth while the worm circles you. The exploit position stands slightly right of the teeth, the middle of the room. From this position, your shots hit Jagger, his shots miss you, and get this, the worm can't even touch you. Literally just hold your fire and wait. He takes off, you don't. This is hilariously broken and 100% intentional placement by developers. Alright, on to stage 7, the radioactive lava fields. Okay, you made it this far in the Super C walkthrough on the NES. This is the final gauntlet before Red Falcon. This level throws everything at you. Alien guards with flamethrowers, egg chambers, larvae pouches, and the Temple of Terror. This gives you no mercy and no breaks. Drop down the shaft made of broken eggs. 2 carriers immediately. The rapid fire on the left, the machine gun on the right. 7 alien guards ahead. They shoot continuous fire streams while advancing slowly. They're bullet sponges. They take dozens of hits just to drop one. Keep your distance, fire constantly, and watch for mutated humans rushing from the sides. The spread gun or machine gun makes this manageable. Anything else, and guess what? You're going to struggle. Through the guards, you're shooting through the eggs now. Laser carrier passes. It's actually useful here. Jump and hit down plus B to laser through the eggs quickly. Halfway down, 2 more carriers, the machine gun left and flamethrower right. The bottom of the egg shaft, 2 more carriers, the rapid fire left and the spread gun on the right. You'll want to get both. You need both for the boss. The alien larvae pouches them. They spit baby aliens that skitter along the floor. Pro tip, shoot the pouches from above before dropping to their level. They burst open before spawning babies. If you missed the early shot, focus fire on the pouch. Jump over the babies and don't get swarmed. Clear all the pouches, and here's the Temple of Terror. Boss battle, Temple of Terror. Now this is a 3-phase fight, so be prepared. Horns dripping blood that spawns aliens, chest spewing fire rings, and a mouth that shoots homing spiny balls. Each phase has specific weak points. On phase 1, the horns. 2 horns drip blood. Droplets transform into aliens on contact with the ground. Your target? Horn tips. Destroy both horns first to stop the alien spawns. The fire ring continuously emits from the chest. Jump timing is required. Alright, now on to stage 8, Red Falcon's Poison Palace. Okay, this is the final level on Super C for the NES. Konami designed this to test every skill you've just learned. Homing spikes, fast aliens, treacherous jumps, collapsing ceilings, and Big Red himself. This is it. You'll immediately see melt turrets on the top and bottom firing red homing spikes, plus baby aliens trying to surround you. 2 carriers, the machine gun on the top, the flamethrower on the bottom. Kill the baby aliens instantly. They're fast and they swarm. You can either run past the mouths or destroy them. It's your call based on confidence. Moving forward, you'll encounter proper aliens, the xenomorph style ones from the movie, movies. They're faster than anything you've fought. Shoot on sight and don't let them get close distance. There's 2 more carriers, the spread gun and the laser. Solid ground now returns. Phew. Alien turrets here fire at absurd rates. Crouch, then fire, and don't stand up until they explode. If you've lost your weapon, grab the flamethrower and mega shell passing overhead. Normal room ahead, then the ceiling drops. It won't crush you, but when it rises, alien babies pour out. It's a double threat now. The alien babies and the jumps. Shoot the aliens before making jumps, but shoot them before the ceiling falls. You'll want to move fast and stay calm. Make it through this gauntlet and Red Falcon awaits. Okay, now we're going to cover some cheat codes for Super C on the NES. If you want to get 10 lives with player 1 only, at the title screen, you're going to want to press right, left, down, up, A, B, then start. If you want to get 10 lives with 2 players, on the title screen, press right, left, down, up, A, B, select, then start. If you want to access the sound test, at the title screen, just hold down A and B and press start. If you want to retain your old score and the number of lives on a new game, at the title screen, after you've beaten the game, press A, then start. If you want to retain your old score on a new game, at the title screen, after you've beaten the game, press A, B, then start. The Japanese version has a really cool level select. At the title screen, press and hold down on the crosspad. While holding it, press start and immediately hold select. If done correctly, you should see the stage select screen. Boss battle, Red Falcon. Now the final boss in Super C is pretty anticlimactic compared to the level. Seriously, the previous boss was even harder, but there's an exploit here that completely breaks the fight. When the ground shakes, the Red Falcon rises from the rubble. Wait for the rubble to stop moving. Touching it deals damage. Once it's settled, run to the spider legs at the bottom of the statue. Your exploit position, press the body directly against the spider legs. Now from this position, fire diagonally at the eyes. Shoot the black orbs occasionally. Red Falcon's eye beams completely miss you. They can't angle them down enough. This is another broken position. Stand here and just fire until it's taken out. Congratulations, you've just beat Super C on the NES. And there you have it, all 8 stages of Super C conquered. From the gates of Fort Firestorm to Red Falcon's Poison Palace, you've learned every strategy, every exploit, every power-up location. You've mastered the spread gun, survived the crypto crustacean, and exploited Jagger Freud's broken AI. But we've only scratched the surface. If this long play walkthrough helped you finally beat Super C on the NES, or discover it for the first time, drop a like and subscribe. We cover gaming's forgotten masterpieces, the classics that shaped entire genres but never got their recognition. Hit that notification bell, because next week we're tackling another gem that everyone slept on. Thanks for watching. Now go show Red Falcon who's the boss.